Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Will Liam's baby's vision for Hope result in a happier, bigger family? Updates and teasers for the Bold and the Beautiful hint that Liam Spencer may ask Hope Logan to become a father. Will Liam push for expanding their family in order to give their daughter a sibling as part of his efforts to get back together with her? Hope and Carter Walton are currently engaged, and Carter has indicated a desire to start a family. Carter is open to the possibility of having a child with Hope, even though he has pledged to be Beth Spencer's best stepfather. Although Hope already has Douglas Forrester through adoption and Beth as her biological daughter, she hasn't ruled out the idea of adding a third child to their family. Hope kept up her relationship with Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson, after her marriage to Liam fell apart when she kissed him in Rome. She stunned Liam by saying she wanted a second kid, but she didn't have a child with Thomas, and she definitely didn't plan on having another with Liam during their turbulent relationship. However, B&B fans are well aware that a lot has changed since then. At this point, Liam is committed to realigning his future with Hope and putting any prior issues behind him. Convincing Hope that Liam, not Carter, is where she truly belongs is the difficult part. After his near-death experience, Liam has made getting back together with Hope and Beth a top priority. His heart is bursting with affection, which makes him think about the prospect of bringing a new child into their family. One might easily imagine Liam proposing to Hope, "Let's have a baby," as a surprise. Instead of starting a family with Carter, Hope could be encouraged by Liam to expand their family. Now that Liam is aware that he will be present to assist in raising a new child, that makes perfect sense. Since Liam is a great father to Beth and Kelly Spencer, Hope would undoubtedly count on him to be a fantastic father to their future child. Hope might change her mind about wanting another kid if Liam supports the idea, even if it would require a big commitment. According to spoilers for the Bold and the Beautiful, Hope will have to make some important choices in the months ahead. Keep checking back for any updates on important developments and life-altering events. Why Ridge and Brooke won't work? According to teasers for the Bold and the Beautiful, there appears to be a reason why Brooke Logan and Ridge Forrester don't work together, and why it hasn't worked out. This is primarily due to the widespread belief that Torsten K and Catherine Kelly Lang simply don't click in front of the camera. When the two characters are paired together, it's also the reason it's so difficult to support them. Everyone seems to be aware that they will end their relationship sooner rather than later. Fans of the Bold and the Beautiful, of course, had a lot to say about the direction this plot was taking. Some even made the comment, Torsten and KKL have zero chemistry in their scenes together, but I feel like very few people have actually talked about this aspect of Bridge. It never really appears as though Ridge and Brooke are in love, but that's not to say they're lousy performers. They're both excellent actors. KKL looks like she's always having a blast, while Torsten in so many scenes where they're together just look like he's out of it and doesn't want to be there, observed another critic. Additionally, this statement was made, "I believe he teamed best with K.A.'s Taylor. In the past, I have never felt any chemistry with any other character. With KKL a little but not enough to light up the sky. Although I am aware that many people enjoyed him with Caroline 2.0, I found it to be really repulsive." Having said that, viewers will just need to keep watching every single day to see what happens next. Stay tuned for more. On weekdays, the CBS network broadcasts The Bold and the Beautiful. Look up the timings in your local listings. A startling reversal occurs as Thomas embraces Brooke. Luna is kicked out by Remy. According to The Bold and the Beautiful, Remy Price ejected Luna Nozawa, while Thomas Forrester shockingly embraced Brooke Logan. Torsten K's character Ridge Forrester made it plain in the Forrester design office that Thomas would never again touch Brooke. Ridge encouraged Thomas to mature and accept his choice after he declared Brooke to be his wife. After Ridge clarified that Brooke wasn't at fault, Thomas calmed down and admitted that blaming her had been a habit of his. In the end, Thomas took the hand. Before they hugged, Brooke offered him and took her other one. Thomas acknowledged that he wanted his father to be happy as he gave Ridge a hug as well. While Taylor was packing, Eric Forrester paid a visit to the Forrester guest house. Taylor was still furious by Eric's prejudice toward her opponent, so that provided him an opportunity to reveal details regarding Ridge and Brooke's wedding. Luna was taken aback when Deke entered Remy's flat. Remy acknowledged that this was his lover, despite Luna's assumption that Deke was his roommate. Luna was perplexed by Remy's obsession with Electra Forrester, but he said that it was difficult for him to be in the closet and that he had been hiding who he really was. Deke couldn't believe Remy was friends with Luna, who he recognized from the news as the criminal. As Remy attempted to explain to Deke, Luna excused herself to the restroom after realizing she was causing difficulties for the couple. Luna got the chance to take another pregnancy test as a result, but Deke persuaded Remy that he needed to get her out of there right now. Luna slipped the pregnancy test stick in her purse without checking the results as Remy interrupted her and ejected her. She was prepared to be polite again after returning home from Lee's residence with a sweet gift for Luna, but she was shocked to see that her granddaughter had left. When someone arrived at the door, Lee thought it was Luna and opened it to discover 3 irate guests. Spencer, Will in search of Luna were Katie Logan and Bill Spencer. Naturally, Lee received a lot of criticism for rescuing Luna without anyone's knowledge and allowing her to go awry once more. Lee received updates on the inebriated after-party incident after Katie's tirade about Luna taking advantage of Will, and initially found it hard to believe. But after a while, Lee recalled Luna giving her the slip the other night and decided that must have been when it happened. Luna's grandmother lost her temper and choked her against the wall when she got back to Lee's flat. As Tuesday's B&B program came to a close, Lee labeled Luna terrible and left her looking very scared. Don't miss the upcoming combined rescue because, according to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Luna will soon receive some unexpected assistance. Douglas's legal guardian is Hope. She and Thomas signed a custody agreement. But their connection has complicated their custody agreement. When Hope turned down Thomas's suggestions, it came to a head. Hope was devastated and furious when he vowed to return to Paris and take Douglas with him. Hope hasn't seen Douglas in more than a year. He last appeared on screen when he and his father brought Paris back. When Thomas got home, he told them they were engaged. Paris was now his mother to Douglas. However, their joyful family was short-lived. Thomas called off their engagement after learning what Paris' mother, Grace, had done to Liam. Thomas gave an update on his life after his return. He broke off his engagement to Paris, he informed Ridge. Because of the dubious activities of her family, he was unable to trust her. Douglas and his buddies are enjoying themselves in the south of France. According to Thomas, his son was already a driver. He has a lot of tail potential because it sounds like they sourced him when he was a year old. Been directed towards the younger generation. Remy and Will Electra Luna are currently a part of it. A new man has entered the picture. Harrison Cohn debuted as Remy's boyfriend Deke. Rumor has it that he is related to either Nick or Deacon. Additionally, it would be a wonderful moment to bring Douglas back. He is most likely a moody adolescent with strong feelings regarding Hope and Thomas, or he might get into a lot of trouble. After all, he is the son of Thomas Forrester. Lee snaps Thomas, Brooke hug and Deke vs. Luna. Finally, a recap of The Bold and the Beautiful is available. Today's episode features a meeting between Deke and Luna Nozawa. Lee Finnegan loses it. Additionally, Brooke Logan Forrester and Thomas Forrester embrace. Ridge Forrester enters the dressing room while Thomas is still yelling at Brooke. Ridge is forced to admit that Brooke is lying about the marriage by the young man. How could he marry Brooke and leave Taylor Hayes? According to the senior designer, Brooke was touched by Thomas. That will never happen again because that is his wife. Ridge goes on to say that Thomas needs to come to terms with the fact that Brooke is his wife since nothing will change. Ridge advises him to behave like an adult. Thomas is still furious. The young man is curious about what transpired. Due to some foolish boating mishap, Ridge claims that Brooke nearly passed away, and that he will live out the rest of his days with her. Ridge assures him that he has a wonderful life and does not intend to ruin it. Some life, Thomas says. In an attempt to help his kid get back on track, Ridge gives him a pep talk. Ridge apologizes for his distress, but he bears the responsibility, not Brooke. Ridge says, "If Thomas has to place the blame, put it on me." Brooke is no longer Thomas's fault. Thomas then becomes emotional. Ridge claims that Brooke genuinely loves him and brings him much joy. Brooke walks forward to take Thomas's hand. After a protracted pause, he takes her other hand and they embrace. When Eric Forrester enters, Taylor is packing. She is informed by the patriarch that Bridge is married. Taylor's face takes on a horrified expression. Taylor congratulates Eric in a condescending manner. He apologizes and clarifies that Brooke needed support. It's open warfare according to Taylor. When he pushes Ridge to be with fate behind her back, she calls him out. According to Eric, he belongs there. Taylor is shocked that he is unable to notice it. Regarding the Logan women, Ridge and Eric both have blind spots. Her family has now been split up once more. Taylor complains that Brooke has been the object of several men's obsession for decades. Ridge is doing better in Eric's opinion. Taylor is positive that he is not superior than. He should not pose as Taylor's friend, she warns him. She'll get the remainder of her belongings and head out. Getting to know Deke. While discussing her plan with Will Spencer, Luna strikes up a conversation with Remy Price. Deke enters the space. They are introduced by Remy. Deke's expression is bewildered. They live together as a pair. At last Luna understands. Electra Forrester, what about her? According to Remy, the closet is a complex area. Remy feels relieved that he is no longer required to hide. Luna believes Remy has already filled Deke in on her. He hasn't, in fact. That's really awkward. He is aware of her transgressions. Deke enumerates all of Luna's transgressions, or at least those he is aware of. In reality, the list is far longer. They talk about it as Luna uses the restroom. Deke, meantime, orders Remy to leave Luna alone. Deke looks at her as Remy tries to defend her. In order to complete her pregnancy test, Remy knocks on the door of the restroom. She exits after Remy tells her it's time to go. After Remy apologizes to Deke, they embrace. Lee enters the apartment. She brought a treat for Luna. She notices that the place is in disarray and that Luna has left. The door is being knocked on. It's Bill Spencer, Will and Katie Logan. They demand to know where Luna is. In search of Luna, they storm in. She isn't present. Lee is criticized by Bill for rescuing Luna. The physician stands up for herself. According to Katie, Luna exploited Will. Lee wonders what she means, perplexed. Katie then explains to Lee what Luna did to Will. Will then completes the details. The doctor has doubts and doesn't think this makes sense. As they all attempt to fill in the gaps, Lee discovers that the night Luna vanished coincided with Will's promotion celebration. Bill accuses Lee. Lee therefore holds Bill responsible for Luna's initial pardon. They engage in a game of linguistic ping-pong. Lee discovers all of a sudden that she has been played the entire time. According to Katie, Will is the victim, not Lee. Bill grabs Luna as she enters abruptly and stops her before she can flee. Bill and Katie approach Luna. She argues for what she did. Luna is similar to Papi Nozawa, according to Lee. Luna claims that, unlike her mother, she is only fixated on a single man. Katie's mouth falls open as Lee ties Luna to the wall and begins choking her.